the epic journey of Naruto Uzumaki in the hidden village of Konoha, where the traditions of shinobi have shaped the lives of countless generations. A child was born under the shadow of calamity. Naruto Uzumaki, from the very moment of his birth, carried a burden unlike any other. Sealed within him was Kurama, the nine-tailed fox, a beast of unimaginable power that had once brought destruction upon the village. To the people of Konoha, he was a symbol of fear, a living reminder of the calamity that had scarred their home. Whispers of distrust followed him through every alley and every market, and even the warmest smiles were denied to him. From the beginning, Naruto's life was defined by loneliness. The boy who should have been nurtured was instead isolated, left to wander the streets with no one to turn to but himself. Yet, within this solitude, a fire burned a relentless desire to be acknowledged, to be seen, to be recognized. He dreamed of becoming Hokage, the greatest of all ninja, not merely for power, but for acceptance, for the validation he had been denied since his first breath. Despite the weight he carried, Naruto refused to succumb. Mischief became his shield. Jokes and pranks, his voice in a world that would not listen, and though he was often reprimanded, it was Iruka Umino, his teacher and the first person to see beyond the mask of mischief, who would become his anchor. Iruka understood that Naruto's antics were not rebellion, but a cry for love. Through patience, guidance, and faith, he planted in Naruto the seed of hope that would grow into unshakable determination. Naruto's journey through the Ninja Academy introduced him to peers who would shape his destiny. Sakura Haruno, brilliant and resolute, and Sasuke Uchiha, a prodigy haunted by the murder of his clan, became his teammates. Under the mentorship of Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja, they formed Team 7, a bond forged not only by missions, but by shared struggle, dreams, and conflicts. Together, they would face trials that tested their courage, resilience, and loyalty, teaching Naruto that strength alone was not enough, and that bonds were the true measure of a shinobi. Their first significant challenge arrived in the form of Zabuza Momochi. On a bridge enveloped in mist, the young ninja confronted danger that far exceeded their abilities. Naruto, unrefined and impulsive, fought not for glory, but out of a desire to protect his friends. Awakening for the first time the hidden power of Kurama. This confrontation was more than a battle, it was a lesson. The strength to protect others comes from courage, heart, and the will to rise even when the odds seem impossible. The Chunin exams tested every aspect of Naruto's resolve. Each opponent he faced revealed both his weaknesses and his potential. From the strategic genius of Neji Hyuga to the relentless determination of Rock Lee, Naruto was pushed beyond limits he had never known. Gaara, the sand-wielding weapon of death, became a mirror of Naruto's own struggles with isolation and inner turmoil. In these battles, Naruto began to understand the true meaning of empathy, courage, and leadership. And lurking in the shadows was Orochimaru, whose sinister presence foreshadowed the darkness and tragedy that would challenge Naruto's world in ways he could not yet imagine. As Naruto continued his journey, he realized that raw determination alone would not be enough to protect those he loved and achieve his dream of becoming Hokage. His path led him to Jiraiya, the legendary Sannin, a man whose reputation for both wisdom and mischief preceded him. Under Jiraiya's tutelage, Naruto learned not only advanced combat techniques, but the deeper truths of the shinobi world. He mastered the Rasengan, a swirling sphere of chakra capable of destroying even the most resilient defenses. Yet Jiraiya taught him that mastery of power must be paired with mastery of heart-true strength, arises from the courage to face one's fears, the empathy to understand others, and the unwavering resolve to never abandon friends. During this time, Naruto's bond with Sasuke Uchiha began to strain. Sasuke, driven by revenge for the annihilation of his clan by his own brother Itachi, withdrew into darkness. Naruto, bound by friendship and loyalty, could not accept the loss of his closest comrade to vengeance. Their paths diverged, yet Naruto's pursuit of Sasuke became a defining mission of his life. He trained tirelessly, honed his skills, and learned to harness Kurama's chakra to greater extents, preparing himself for the inevitable confrontation with his friend-turned-rival. Meanwhile, the shadows of the Akatsuki loomed over the world. This secretive and dangerous organization sought to capture all the tailed beasts, including Kurama. Naruto's every step was shadowed by these powerful enemies who were determined to exploit the tailed beast's energy for their own dark purposes. The constant threat of confrontation sharpened Naruto's abilities, forcing him to grow at an unprecedented pace. It was during these trials that Naruto began to understand the weight of responsibility. Every ally he protected, every mission he undertook, and every enemy he faced contributed to his growth. His empathy expanded as he encountered adversaries like Gaara, who, like him, had been isolated and feared by their own people. Naruto saw reflections of his own struggles in Gaara, and through compassion and courage, he formed a bond that would change the course of both their lives. Yet darkness never ceased to pursue him. Orochimaru's schemes, the machinations of the Akatsuki, and the ever-present danger of Sasuke's descent into hatred challenged Naruto at every turn. The young ninja faced loss after loss, yet through each setback, his determination only grew stronger. He realized that the road to becoming Hokage, to becoming a true protector, required not only strength but the ability to inspire, to lead, and to persist when hope seemed impossible. Naruto's journey then led to the confrontation with Pain, the enigmatic and devastating leader of the Aakarshit. When Pain invaded Konoha, leaving destruction and despair in his wake, Naruto faced not only a physical battle, but a moral and emotional one. He witnessed the consequences of hatred, vengeance, and the endless cycle of suffering. Yet, in the midst of devastation, Naruto's spirit shone brightest, drawing upon everything he had learned from Jiraiya, from his friends, And from Kurama, he stood as a symbol of hope. In an epic confrontation that shook the foundations of Konoha, Naruto defeated pain not simply through force, but through understanding, compassion, and an unwavering belief in breaking the cycle of hatred. The world plunged into chaos as the Fourth Great Ninja War erupted. An unprecedented conflict that threatened the very existence of humanity. Naruto, now a symbol of hope and resilience, joined forces with the allied shinobi nations to confront the looming threat of Madara, Uchiha, and Obito, whose goal was nothing less than to cast the world into the infinite Tsukuyomi, trapping all in an eternal illusion. The battlefield stretched endlessly, filled with the clash of powerful jutsu, the cries of the fallen, and the unyielding determination of those who fought for the future. In the midst of this chaos, Naruto's connection with Kurama reached its full potential. No longer merely a vessel for the Ninetales, Naruto and Kurama became partners, their combined power unmatched. With Sage Mode enhancing his abilities, Naruto moved across the battlefield like a force of nature, protecting allies, confronting enemies, and embodying the spirit of a true hero. Each encounter was a testament to his growth, physical, emotional, and spiritual, as he faced the reincarnations of past legends, the wrath of ancient powers, and the deepest darkness of human ambition. The war was not without loss. Friends and comrades fell, villages suffered devastation, and the world seemed poised on the brink of despair. Yet Naruto's unwavering spirit inspired those around him. His empathy and courage reminded allies why they fought: for peace, for love, for the bonds that defined their lives. With each battle, Naruto's legend grew not simply for his victories, but for the hope he instilled in every heart he touched. The climactic confrontation with Sasuke was inevitable. Years of friendship, rivalry, misunderstanding, and unspoken emotion culminated in a battle that would decide the fate of their bond and the future of the ninja world. Every strike carried the weight of history, every movement reflected years of growth, and every jutsu was infused with the depth of emotion. Naruto fought not just with strength, but with the belief that even the most fractured hearts could find redemption. In the end, his unwavering conviction prevailed, and Sasuke, finally understanding the depth of Naruto's resolve and the power of friendship, chose a path away from darkness. With the war concluded and peace restored, Naruto's dream became reality. The boy who had been shunned and isolated rose to become Hokage, the protector of the village that once feared him. His journey from loneliness and rejection to recognition and leadership was complete. Yet it was not merely the title that defined him. It was the path he had walked, the bonds he had nurtured, and the hope he had never relinquished. Naruto Uzumaki's story is a testament to the enduring power of perseverance, friendship, and belief in oneself, from the child ostracized by society to the hero of the ninja world. He embodied the ideals of courage, compassion, and resilience. Every battle fought, every hardship endured, and every connection forged contributed to the legacy of a man who changed the course of history. His journey reminds us that even in the darkest times, a single flame of hope can illuminate the path to greatness. Through every trial, Naruto taught the world that true strength lies not in power alone, but in the heart, in the will to protect, and in the unbreakable bonds of friendship. His legacy is immortal, a story of epic battles, emotional depth, and unwavering courage. Naruto Uzumaki stands not only as a shinobi, but as a symbol that anyone, no matter their past or the burdens they carry, can rise to greatness and leave an indelible mark upon the world. And so, the tale of Naruto Uzumaki concludes not with an end, but with a beginning, the dawn of a new era for Konoha, a world shaped by the courage of one boy who refused to surrender, who embraced his destiny, and who became a hero remembered for all time.